Aldon, you haven't played organized football to this level in a lot of years. How do you measure to what degree your technique is back and your instincts?
It's just something that I never really lost. It was something that I've always, been able to do, so it wasn't too tough to get back into.
What's been the tougher transition back in terms of, has it been the physical side or the mental side?
A little bit of both. I really can understand your question, but I think you said what's been the biggest adjustment?
Yeah, physical or mental?
A little bit of both. Just take into account just the plays, getting the rhythm back, and then my body's changed a little since I played last, so getting adjusted, but things are working out well.
Do you feel any rust at all, or is there a bit of a period to catch up as far as recognizing things, or has all that come back to you immediately?
I wouldn't call it rust, but I would call it just polishing up on things that I've always wanted to work on, and obviously with the time I've missed, there's just some catching up I got to do, but everything's happening and everything's looking good.
Before that first practice, were you nervous, anxious? What were your thoughts about that first practice for you?
I was really excited. I don't know if I had told any of the guys, but I was just thinking in my head, it's been a long road, and being back on the field after that much time off, it was a blessing, and it was a little surreal, but I was very prepared, and just excited to go out there and put things together.
How do you put that into words? Say you really tell teammates, but just what that was like for you after so long.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah. How do you put that feeling in words in terms of, you say you didn't tell any teammates, but just what that was like for you after such a long wait and all the work that you put into it to step onto a field again?
I was just really grateful. I really wanted to make sure that I didn't put pressure on myself and just do what I know I can do well, and go out there and play, be a good teammate, and just play ball.
Is it kind of weird because you had to wait for so long, and now football has changed? There's no preseason game for you to go, participate in, so now you got to keep waiting until basically the Rams get out. How different is that for you?
Honestly, it's different for all of us. We've all never been in this situation before, and so if anything, with all of us being in the same boat, it's easier to deal with because we're all dealing with the same thing.
In that first practice, I think it was Dak tried to throw a screen pass, and you jumped up and knocked it out of the air, almost intercepted it. Did it kind of feel like I'm back, or did it feel like you're back, I'm like riding a bike again? Like, what was that feeling like?
The feeling was like I should have got the pick. Yeah.
So you didn't see any rust coming in. So none of that surprised you.
I hold myself to high standards, and I always believe I can perform with the best, and I feel like I'm one of the best. So whenever I step on the field, I just want to produce.
Like you said, your body's changed a little bit. Has that altered your skill set? Will you go about how you do some things a little bit differently because of that?
If anything, it's just made what I did in the past better. I've always liked to use speed and power, and I've added some weight and it's muscle, and so it just makes the power more powerful.
You had the opportunity on most days to go against Aldon Smith in practice. What does that interaction do for you, and how has it gone for you so far?
I enjoy going against Tyron. I believe Tyron's one of the better tackles in our league, if not the best. And going against him every day gives me a good look. And if anything, we spoke about rust, but helps me just get better every day. And it'll help me going into every game that we play.
You talked to us before when we got to the first time about how much you miss playing and miss being around everything. Now that you've been around it here for a couple, 3 weeks or whatever this camp has been, has anything come back to you like, that's what I really missed, or that was what I really missed?
Oh, definitely. The camaraderie, the guys, the laughs, the little jokes, Just being around guys and, things that just locker room fun.
What is that camaraderie like with the defensive line and the guys you're with?
You said, what's the camaraderie like?
Yeah, what's your first impressions of your team on the defensive line?
I feel like we've known each other for a long time. Me and the guys get along. We joke around and we enjoy each other. We work well together. So it's made this whole adjustment or however you would put it just easy. I enjoy being around the guys, and I feel like they enjoy my company.
Has anything changed about Coach Tom Sula?
No, not at all.
Is that a good thing, or and is that one of the things you miss? Maybe, I don't know.
It is a good thing. I love his personality, the way he coaches, and I just try to tell the guys, just listen to him because he knows what he's doing, and he'll get you to where you're trying to be or trying to get.
There's been times in practice where you and Demarcus are kind of off to yourselves, working on your technique, or first period, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. What's that back and forth been like with Demarcus?
Me and Demarcus get along great. We have a good relationship. He's another person who I feel like I've known for quite some time, and we click. So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
What excites you most about this scheme and how it fits your skill set?
I like the scheme because it makes everybody a playmaker. It puts everybody in situations where they can make plays. And the way Mike has it drawn up, I'm going to be in situations where I can use my skill set and be able to make plays. So I'm just looking forward to being able to put it all on film against people.
Do you think yet of the Rams game and what that emotion will be like for you after such a long absence?
You said the Rams game?
Yes, get week one. Do you start thinking about that yet, and the emotions involved there?
Honestly, I'll just take everything one day at a time, and I want to make sure I'm putting all my energy, focus into each day that I'm going out there and practicing, and right now in this training camp.
What did you miss most about not playing football, and has that been something you've been able to experience now that you've had a few practices back?
Yeah, I would say the camaraderie, just, being with the guys, working with the guys and seeing each other get better, making plays, watching film, watching what we did good, watching what we did wrong, being able to laugh about it, being able to help, being able to get help, just all the interaction that a lot of people don't see that actually builds a team into, being a close-knit group. That's something that I missed and I enjoy, and I'm glad I'm back around it.
You mentioned your size and strength. From a weight standpoint, what's the difference between you today to compare to, say, 2015?
I'm a little heavier, but if anything, I feel like my body, I'm more flexible. I feel like I've learned how to take care of my body, and I feel good.
We've asked you about being back here and looking forward to that first game. Do you view these as significant steps or milestones, or is it just part of the journey that you don't really distinguish one from the other? You just have to lock in on each day.
Can you repeat that question again?
Yeah, I was just going to say, we've asked you about, being back in practice for the first time. We're asking about being at the Rams game. Do you really look at significant steps or milestones in coming back, or is it just about staying in the moment and just living each day for you to get there?
Just staying in the moment and living each day. I don't want to ever get ahead of myself. I'm grateful for every day, and with that gratitude, how I want to give it back is by giving and putting everything into every day and giving it and focusing 100%. That way, when that day is over, I don't look back with any regrets.
With your added size and strength, or strength and weight, do you anticipate maybe taking inside and playing some three techniques this season, or do you think it'll be focused more on your traditional edge rusher?
I will play anywhere on the field. It could be anywhere. You know, as long as I'm out there, I feel like I can make a play.
How much did the work with Brandon Tucker help you before getting involved with training camp?
That was really helpful, really beneficial. I'm glad that I was able to meet him, and I'm glad me and him, you know, we have a great relationship because if anything, you know, just putting back on cleats and working drills is something that I had needed, and what not a better person than him. So I'm grateful for him.
You and Demarcus and Everson are three proven guys. How do you help each other now, and how can you help each other on the field starting week one?
Yeah, I think each of us brings something to the table, something different, and then, you know, if we all get out there, or when we're all out there together, we can make some things happen. So with each of us communicating and using our tools, you know, who knows what can happen out there when we're all together. So I think the more that we're around each other, we practice and learn how one another move, we'll be able to produce some good results.
This might sound stupid, but did you miss at all the normal aches and pains of a football practice and waking up the next day and feeling those effects?
No. I was trying to think, like, how am I going to, no. It's good to know, like, you've worked hard, but I don't think anybody wants to be sore.
We appreciate the honesty.
What was that?
Jory, you're going to have to get closer to the speaker.
What's Mike Nolan like, I think she said?
Yeah, what's Mike Nolan like when he gets up and addresses the defense?
I don't know. What do you mean? What is he like?
What's his personality? What's his coaching style? How would you describe it?
I don't know. He's pretty. I don't know how to answer that question. He's cool. He's like easy to deal with.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, all.
No problem.